Greetings, Tubiverse. I am one noob, and in this Top War strategy video, we're going to cover strategy. Yep, said that twice. Tips, tricks, all geared towards getting the most out of the Finance Center in Top War. Believe it or not, the Finance Center is actually kind of a blueprint for the things you hear me refer to as, or at least some of the things that I refer to as Top War daily chores, if you look at them just right. Depending on if you're free to play or a pay player, how you use the Finance Center can be very different. Also, as you progress in game, stuff that you used to be willing to sell your little left pinky toe for becomes meaningless, and other stuff you never thought mattered before, you wish you had that little pinky toe again so you can sell it all over again. This guide, I hope, will help you keep all 10 of those toes and have a lot of points sitting there for you to use in each of the stores sitting in the Finance Center. Before I start jumping through the tabs, though, one huge difference in spending that I want to point out is class item chests. These are always the top items while you need them for your research tree. After you're done with your research tree, I can't wait till I'm there, but it's a long road to go. You'll likely grab a lot more march, training, and repair speed ups, as well as component boxes and all kinds of other items, because you're just going to have a lot more to spend in general. So for anybody that wants to leave me comments below, I love your comments. Please feel free to do so. But for anybody new, I always prioritize these because it's such a long road. So with that said, the first tab of the Finance Center is our Daily Supplies tab. This is where you'll get regular free stuff in timed intervals at the top. The rest of the stuff at the bottom is for pay players. I don't buy anything here and I think it's a waste of money. For those players that do grab things here though, what's the best thing to do and what they typically do is select the Buy All button at the top because it's a discount on what they really want, which if you look at it, there's actually these 3 surprise bags. It's like buying blind bags for your kids and you're hoping to score 2,000 gems and 100 orange universal shards. Good luck with that if you're into gambling. There are much better ways to spend $4.99 in game or in real life in my opinion, including actual Demon Slayer blind bags. Don't judge, it's just a thing, whatever. I like them and they did not give me money to say that. Wish they did though, that'd be nice. Wonder what I'd spend it on. The next tab is the cart and I really like this tab. This is where you can set up all the things in each tab you want quick access to in order to buy them when they come up. All you have to do in order to get this working is go through the tabs and every time you see something you like, hit the little star button, then select the quantity. I put all my quantities to 1 because it's very annoying to me to set the number higher when there isn't enough in the store to actually buy them. If you use this tab, make sure to still look at the other tabs to see how much of each currency type you have before you start willy-nilly buying stuff. There isn't anything much more frustrating than buying the wrong stuff at the wrong time. You run out of the currency that you need, and then you miss something huge like the Alliance tickets in the the transfer tickets in the Alliance store that only refresh once every 15 days. I've done this, and I'm not proud of it, but it taught me not to put everything I like in the cart tab after I did it. Meh. The next tab is the item store. This store costs gems, and outside of spending 5 gems for gold when the rewards quest gives you point for binding something here, this is a dangerous store to play in that a lot of free players are stuck with, okay? As a general rule, your gems are better spent on monthly events like Flippy Cards, Numbers Game, Deep Sea Hunting, and the Gem Spend event where you can get that sexy extra march for 30 days. The Gem Spend event is actually the only time outside of spending 5 gems for the rewards quest item where I'll spend items in the store. It's also a last ditch thing for me. If I do buy in the store during the gem events, here's what I recommend in order. Perk books, moves, if you don't have the deal in the VIP tab, room expansion devices, those are actually strangely useful, the occasional 24-hour shield if you're an aggressive server, or if they started fighting over something, that can be a lot of fun, and maybe a single class switch ticket or class talent reset ticket. You don't need more than one of each of those tickets in your inventory though, okay, and I don't feel like you need them there until the time comes to save up to use one. So please don't try getting one of each in your reserves. Again, last-ditch effort for Gem Spend event. Keep that in your brain. Pay players will buy microphones and roses for things like Popstar to get the gift rewards. But that's only for serious spenders only. They're looking for that base, that temporary base. Go look. I don't buy that in that store outside of the gem event, like I said, to get that 30-day March prize. And just spending a measly 5 gems is all I do to get one of my chores done in the daily rewards quest. I highly recommend you do the same because there's just too many more valuable places to spend your gems and far smarter times to do it. The VIP store is something that only pay players really get to see the benefits of. Everything is cheaper here, and I personally believe that you get the best value out of the store after you hit VIP 10. It's a bittersweet thing because you look at it and go, I spent that much money? Oh, but okay, silver lining, you get to buy universal exclusive skill shards and transfer tickets for gems at that point. So, happy days. earlier in your VIP career, there's still good stuff in there that you'll unlock, like the cheaper orange universal shards and vits that are available weekly. But when I need points in the gem event, this is where I'm going to buy moves, not in the item store. The Vit capsules here are also a good deal, but I don't regularly buy them. I'll switch back and forth between the transfer tickets and the level 3 skills choice chests. That's because I don't hop a lot from server to server, so it's not hard for me at this stage to have all the transfers that I need. The Alliance tab is a great tab, and getting the most out of your Alliance points is really pretty easy here, okay? Just make sure you're donating regularly to whatever Alliance tech your group is researching at the time, and donate to whatever ruin your Alliance is building up in regular intervals. I'm in game about 2 to 3 times a day, and I only really chat during one of those sessions. The rest of the time I'm in and out to do chores like donating. Do this regularly and you should have all the points you need in the Alliance store. The number one priority in the Alliance store is the transfer ticket. It opens up just one that you can buy every 15 days for purchase. So if you think about it, that cost should be the minimum amount of Alliance points that you keep on hand at all times. Grab the Stellar Dust every day because it helps you with the Mystic Silver and Gold points, which you're going to need for the Monster Store tab. More on that in a minute. Other than those two, I just buy 24-hour shields on rare occasion. I typically don't bubble up because I like to fight, and moves when I have too many points. Remember, Alliance moves are smart to have because they're a lot cheaper to purchase than just normal moves. And when you use a normal move to fight for anything whatsoever, at the end you're going to need to jump back to your Alliance, so it's just a smarter way to spend points. The Monster Store requires Stellar Dust, and the main way you get Stellar Dust outside of the Alliance store is from fighting the world boss and gathering on the world maps. You should always be gathering. And the world boss has other perks to hitting them, so make sure you're doing that at least once a day. The only things that I grab in the Monster Store that you should buy with Mystic Silver points are Universal Formation upgrade guides, and everything you can get with the Mystic Gold points are pretty darn good. Just grab whatever you need at the time. It's hard to accumulate a lot of points there anyways. You're going to be basically regularly purging them. It takes a while to get them. So again, everything's nice. Buy what you need at the time. The flash sale store is typically filled with gem waste items. However, there is a little trick you should do every day in that store. This is far more important for free-to-play players. And it's to hit the free refresh button once to see if it changes to something that you actually want in the store. All of them will kind of flip over and you're like, hey, is there anything good there? I have found good deals there on rare occasion when I've hit refresh. Most of the time though, unfortunately, you're going to see a bunch of worthless dribble there, hit the refresh button and just say, oh yeah, it's still, moving on. The Legion store tab is a great place, and maximizing your military tickets here is really easy. When you first get into the game after reset, head over to the Rewards Quest tab and look and see what they want you to do. If there's anything that you aren't going to do, use the free refresh button to change that item. If you don't have enough of those orange and red higher award level points quests, same thing. Recycle a couple of them to get some prettier things. You want to try to clear all quests here every single day because that's going to get you 100 free gems a day. Please don't forget that. Also, if it says, hey, request gold one time, I've said this in other videos, don't recycle that one. That's easy to do. Just request gold from your people in your alliance and then immediately cancel it. You get the points already. You're welcome. The most important items in the store are the class item chests, mechanical gears, and elite nameplates. Now, if you're thinking, hey, I'm combat elite, I don't need mechanical gears, or if you're thinking, I'm a mechanical master and a hard pass on nameplates, you really need to watch my video on picking combat elite or mechanical master after this video. You're thinking about it all wrong. I'll put a link here and in the description below. Seriously, watch it. It will change your gameplay. You're going to be really happy. No spoilers for you. You got to watch it. And if you're thinking this, you'll do that. You'll be way happier, okay? New players, you want to grab Kate Curry as soon as you can. She's a great gathering hero that you're going to use for a long time. Occasionally, I'll grab Mastery Research and Perk Book items here as well, and Mechanical Masters will grab Sophisticating Drawings here every day because they're pretty important for them. The Expedition Store is one of those orphaned sections in Top War where they were like, hey, will they buy stuff? And we were like, nah. And so they're like, okay, moving on. They do that a lot. It's said there's more missions coming for a pretty long time. I don't know if they're going to come or not, but overall, just getting the most points possible here is pretty darn simple. Just pick the heroes that'll get you the highest points in the expedition base, and remember to collect twice a day because the rewards max out about once every 12 hours here. I stick with just buying class item chests in the store because there aren't a lot of points to be had overall. But when I do get a lot that accumulate, I just pick a single elite nameplate because well, I'm combat elite, but if you're a mechanical master, just grab a mechanical gear, okay? That's going to help speed up your research. You'll thank me for that. The research store is another abandoned store, half built out. Same thing, where we're like, we're not going to buy, and they're like, yeah, moving on. Grab whatever you want, and when you do get Katrina, it's going to be that date you always wished you got. And then you got it, and you're like, oh man, I got to take her to the best place. And then she shows up, everything's great, she's looking pretty, and then, oh dear God, she can't even spell her own name. What am I going to do? This store is a really great opportunity for Top War to redo that hero. Total garbage. I'd like to recommend her being a gathering hero maybe, and maybe put another gathering in here for the funsies. We really need a lot more gathering heroes here because gathering is a huge part of this game. I'm not going to waste your time and talk about how to maximize points for the store because there's nothing in the store worth getting worked up over. Just meh, whatever. The SVS store is a great perk for competing against other servers, and how to maximize points here would be a whole video on its own, if not multiple videos, because SVS stands for server versus server, yo. You do want Delhuyar, I think that's how you say that. Anyways, she's a sassy army lass that's wearing a Navy outfit for some weird reason. I don't know why. That's not the point, but she is a great gathering hero. So mock her for her style of dress. She deserves it. She's wearing the wrong stuff, but use her for the great gathering perks. Outside of this, I just grab assault formations and orange universal shards in that store. The Island store is a surprisingly great store, and all you have to do to get more than enough points here is to get strong enough to beat it with the rush button. If you want to maximize, manually run it and always hit the hardest opponents. In this store, the best items are Shark Formation, Formation Supply Crates, Element Reactor Units, and the Element Chest. Elements are actually pretty good. Other than these items, I recommend getting Tywin and Ganzo exclusive skills, because exclusive skills are really hard to get anyways, and those two people in particular are great gathering heroes. The decor set store rotates certain decor bundles that you used to only be able to buy, thank you Top War, but now free players can enjoy getting the 300 free tokens a week there, and newer pay players that didn't grab those bundles before can get them at a discount thanks to the weekly free tokens. If you're a pay player, just grab one bundle at a time. You won't have to put them in your base this way, and you can still enjoy their effects. For free players though, when you get this advice, don't listen to it when they go, hey, save up forever and get the marches. No, don't do this. I recommend a very different way of using the store, okay? VIT is one of the most important things for you. Pay players don't understand that. And each of those bundles have a VIT recharge boost item and a max VIT increase item. Work on those first. You'll thank me later in all of the VIT-based events. I have to skip the Universal Exclusive Skill Shard store because maximizing skill shards would be its own video, and what to spend on is already a solid 30 videos for multiple people and counting. I just made that number up. There's a lot of them, okay, and that includes some from me. What I can say is don't spend here unless right off the gate, right out of the gate, you know for a fact you're going to increase a hero to his or her level 5 exclusive. And please, for the love of Attack on Titan, do not buy free exclusive hero stuff here. The decor store tab is great for pay players. I have a separate video on what decor to grab for free and pay players that'll help you out here. And I put the card here as well as I'm going to link it below to help you out as well. Finally, we have the recycle store. This is something Top War did to be nice to all of us that we were complaining about because we had all this stuff accumulating that we just couldn't use thanks to the passage of time. Units are all I buy here. So that's a pretty huge list, right? I'm sure you've got comments, and please leave me comments below. Please also give me a like. Let me know what you think. All of that helps my YouTube channel grow, and it means the world to me. Thank you so much for helping me out. I hope this helps you in playing the game, and until next time, Universe, keep doing a great job and in smushing your enemies. Watch my videos, and I'll do everything I can to make great content for you in the future. Thank you.